Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Clark, I can't believe this day is here once again. Opening day of the NBA season. Probably, I know it is, the most exciting day of the year.
I think it is. I mean, there's nothing like the beginning of another season. Everybody is hopeful. Everybody starts from the same place. And every fan of their respective teams is thinking about, dreaming about potential championships.
Now, here's Felton, and it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Carter against Fields. Here's Howard. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Little room to work with pressure, but he got the shot to fall anyway. Wow.
Felton against Nelson. And Gallinari kicks to Chandler. Stoudemire with a screen on Nelson. Felton finds Stoudemire.
And Stoudemire just moves so well in that pick and roll. Just cuts the D to shreds with that set.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Felton against Nelson. It's deflected. Howard, the pass to Nelson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Howard, a second chance effort. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Outside, Felton. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Carter. Stoudemire, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Nelson, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Bounce pass, Felton. Stoudemire with a screen on Carter. There's the lob to the hoop. Howard with the steal. Carter on the wing. Gallinari covering. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Carter able to play right through that defender, draped all over him. Absolutely fearless when he's got the ball in his hands.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Turioff, he's checked in for New York. Carter hits them both.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, nobody on this floor or any floor for that matter is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Here is Fields. Stoudemire with a screen on Reddick. Here's Fields. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Howard. Pass to Carter. 5 on the clock. Over Chandler. And it's Carter missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Felton against Carter. Felton dishes to Stoudemire. Sharon Lewis pulls it in. Magic leading by 3. Carter kicks to Nelson. The layup off target. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Turioff. Over Nelson. Rebound by the Magic. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nelson outside. Carter looking around. Howard with it. He's guarded by Chandler. Howard in the post. Chandler on him.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. This break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th on the list, the Magic.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Knicks trail by 5. Felton taking his time here. Pass to Stoudemire. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Vince Carter picks one up.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now, because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
And Stoudemire, no good on that one.
Excellent piece to have offensively. Stoudemire has that toughness you look for in the score.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Felton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Felton. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Redick passes to Nelson. Carter outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for New York, trailing by 5. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
And boy, did they show up in terms of opponents scoring, 5th in the league. I love their work ethic and their commitment to the D.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. And Orlando making a change here. Petrus is checked in. Magic leading by 5. Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Petrus. Howard with a screen on Chandler. Here's Petrus. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really good focus, keeping his attention on the basket and not the defender.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And so here is New York. 6-point game. Here's the floater. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shard Lewis picks one up.
And how about the play by Stoudemire? Gets the defense off balance and able to draw the foul with the shot.
The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
Down low. Here's Howard. Turioff with the block.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Nice shot by Felton.
A dependable passer. Chandler doesn't just look to score. I mean, he's also good at finding his open teammates.
Felton against Nelson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Howard. Nelson, right side. Outside, Lewis. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
And I love the effort on defense from Stoudemire. More than capable of coming up with a big-time block on that play.
Knicks trail by 3. Here is Felton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Felton. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Redick kicks to Nelson. Pass to Howard. Shoots over Turioff. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For New York, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For New York, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Felton. Here are the Magic now. Now Nelson. Howard with the screen on Felton to the inside. And Howard with the stuff.
And you look at the stats, Howard's at his best in the pick and roll.
Felton against Nelson. Shoots a fader. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Howard setting the pick for Nelson. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
The point guard, Nelson, an effective three-point shooter because he understands when to take that shot.
Tries it from 9. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Felton. 9 points for Amari Stoudemire.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. For the Knicks, Williams, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Azubuike comes in for Wilson Chandler. Roger Mason is subbed in for Landry Fields. Then for the Magic, Gortat's checked in for Howard. Gordon comes in for Rashard Lewis. And Quentin Richardson has subbed in for J.J. Redick. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for Orlando. They lead by 4. Inside, Gortat. Turioff with the block. And he gets it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Magic leading by 4. Petrus with it. Pass to Gordon. And here's Petrus. Three-pointer, Nelson. Here's Gortat. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Magic lead by 6.
Yeah, what timing on the offensive glass. Gortat's length and physicality really come in handy in those spots.
Back to Felton. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Williams. Over Gordon. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And here's Richardson. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Outside Williams. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And no good that time. Nelson against Felton. Now, here is Nelson. T right on him. Pass to Gortat. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And Turioff pulls it down. Knicks trail by 4. Now, here's Felton. Williams, a screen on Nelson. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. It's Roger Mason on the way. New York needs to get off a shot. Another miss by Williams.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Richardson against Mason. And the turnover again by Orlando. Curry's checked in for Raymond Felton. Orlando also making some changes. Irving's checked in for Gordon. Carter comes in for Quentin Richardson. And it's Williams in for Jameer Nelson. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Curry. Here's Azubuike, defended by Carter. Here's Mason. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Carter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Carter. Misses and the dry spell continues. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Magic. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And the NBA hosting games overseas as far back, Clark, is 1978. Always exhibition contests, but do you think we will see a regular season game played abroad?
That's what I'm hearing, and it could be as soon as next season, Kevin. The game is global, and we know the league is desiring to get games played elsewhere outside of the United States. It certainly adds to the excitement and drama of the league, so I think it happens.
Here is Petrus after New York gets the 3. Richardson outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Carter's got 6.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
New York calls timeout.
Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
And New York making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Magic in third.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. New York moving it around. For the three. No good that time.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
For three, Richardson. It's rebounded by New York. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Azubuike dishes to Mason. Pass to Azubuike. Gallinari on the wing. Takes the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Gallinari, no wasted time there. Got the ball and let it fly.
Here's Richardson to the paint. Here's Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's New York with it. The Magic getting the bucket. Clock at 6. Pass to Mason. Three-pointer. Rebound by Pietrus.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Gortat with the screen for Williams. And here is Gortat. Right through the D for the layup. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
And the length of Gortat coming into play there. Even when you contest him, he's just a little longer than most.
Gallinari on the wing. Richardson cover. Gallinari passes to Mason. Over Williams. Shots good from Mason. Mason's got his second bucket. And it's Williams with the ball for the Magic. Pass to Pietrus. Vince Carter on the wing. Gortat with a screen on Azubuike. And it's Carter missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
No good. That would have tied it. Magic leading by 3. To the middle. Taken away by Williams. Richardson against Gallinari. Off with the layup. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Pietrus. Now Carter. High post try. And Curry pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 7 points. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Pietrus kicks to Williams. Now here is Carter. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. That's to Gortat. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And they were in the top half of the league in assists as well. They didn't have the high-quality passing of some other teams, but you really still had to respect their ball movement.
Not too many people recall their free throw shooting last season, but it really was outstanding. D.A., when they got chances at the line, they made the most of them. That one is off. Howard's checked in for the Magic. Lewis comes in for Carter. He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 3. And Chandler, here we go. The shot off that time. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Richardson against Chandler. The kick out to Williams. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Richardson. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Chandler against Richardson. Chandler's shot good.
I think you give Chandler any room to shoot from the mid-range, and he's going to burn you.
It's Richardson on the wing. Williams looking over the floor. Shoots over Tucker. Another miss by Orlando.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Stoudemire setting the pick for Chandler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Shard Lewis picks one up.
And the aggressiveness of Chandler. When he gets good inside position, he goes up strong to get the call.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Orlando making some changes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Williams. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Orlando moving the ball around. Howard with a screen on Felton. Here's Nelson. Sinks that one from the post. Nelson's got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fields the pass to Felton. Pass to Stoudemire. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is where Stoudemire inflicts so much damage, and it's why he gets fouled so often.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Molinari, he's checked in for New York. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Michael Petrus. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Redick finds Nelson. Pass to Howard. Over Stoudemire. Howard misses. New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Felton is up top, guarded by Nelson. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Felton. Felton's got 6 assists here tonight. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for Amari Stoudemire.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Knicks 4th.
I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
And so here's Orlando, trailing by 2. Pass to Carter, to the middle, and Redick kicks to Howard. It's good. Howard's got 10 points.
And you know, the way that Howard is so crafty at using his body in the painted area, really hard to stop him given his size.
Now here's Felton, and here's Gallinari, defended by Carter. And it's Gallinari missing. The Magic have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to Howard. Over Gallinari. Bank shot, no good. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Outside for Felton. Here's Chandler. Orlando grabs the miss. Lewis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nelson against Felton. Pass to Howard. Over Chandler. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Now, here's Felton. 5 on the clock. Over Nelson. Felton can't get it to go. Orlando leading. It's Redick on the wing. Gallinari covering. Here's Carter. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Stoudemire setting the pick for Felton. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him.
Stoudemire is such an explosive scorer at his position.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. Inside. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And now it's Chandler running. He can go all the way.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Felton, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Michael Petrus is checked in for Rashard Lewis. That one misses. The Magic have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Carter outside. Howard with a screen on Chandler. Looking to get it going. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for Orlando.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
First free throw is good. Vince Carter hits them both. 1:11 left in the first half. New York trailing. Felton the pass to Stoudemire. Gallinari wide open. Cranes the three-pointer. Gallinari's got 6 points.
And you can tell Gallinari has practiced at the arc for countless hours. The way he trusts his motion.
Nelson the pass to Carter. Another miss by Orlando.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here is Carter. The Knicks making the shot. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Collins checked in for Michael Petrus. New York leading by 4. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
6 to shoot. Howard with a screen on Felton. And Nelson gets it to go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Amari Stoudemire having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Magic trail by 4. Nelson outside. Howard setting the pick for Carter. And a miss there on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. You know, the connection Stoudemire has with his teammates on these alley-oops, really special and simpatico.
Pass to Howard. Over Stoudemire. Howard can't hit. New York leading by 6. Here's Felton. Chandler the pass to Gallinari. Back to Chandler. And he uses the glass on the layup. Chandler's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Nelson kicks to Carter. Howard setting the pick for Carter. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. 11 points in the game.
Hey, that stroke from Carter, as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Felton against Nelson. Pass to Stoudemire. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Nelson against Felton. Now here's Lewis. Now Carter. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Fields. That misses off the backboard.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Chandler. Out to the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Shard Lewis picks one up.
You know, hard to guard against the length and athleticism of Chandler. I mean, he's good at drawing these fouls.
The Knicks have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. The first one falls. Michael Petrus is checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. Here is Carter. He's got 11. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Howard with this screen on Gallinari. Here's Carter. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. Then on Friday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Felton the pass to Fields. So here's Gallinari. New York, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Carter outside. Howard setting the pick for Carter. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Howard, that's good.
And when Howard gets it going, watch out. It's scary to see him dominate like this.
Nelson against Felton. Now here is Fields. Not a lot of room. Buries it down low. Fields has got his third bucket of the night.
Love his aggressive nature there. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself in the pick and roll.
Carter with a screen on Chandler. Petrus against Chandler. And Petrus kicks to Howard. The 8-footer. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Felton against Nelson. Outside, Felton. Pass to Gallinari. Some nice passing by New York here. Fields can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 7. Carter dishes to Nelson. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Pass to Felton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Felton. Into the lane, and it's sent back by Howard.
And that's how you impose your will on the defense. You've got to be an intimidator.
Doubled by Felton. Back to Carter. Over Stoudemire. Carter, the pass to Reddick. Petrus with it. Now, here is Nelson. He's covered by Felton. Nelson kicks to Petrus. Orlando gets it back. A nice shot by Howard.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Dwight Howard on top.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Here is Felton. On the wing, Chandler. Covered by Petrus. Chandler kicks to Felton. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Nelson with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Petrus. Rebound by Raymond Felton. The Knicks leading by 3. Chandler finds Felton. He lobs it up, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. For the Knicks, Turioff comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Williams in for Landry Fields. Gortat's checked in for the Magic. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Carter with it. He's got 11. Gortat with a screen on Felton. Here's Nelson. And Turioff pulls it down. Turioff's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Felton. Back to Chandler. Over Richardson. Chandler, no good. The Magic trail by 5. Nelson looking around. From deep. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
That three-point shot can change games. It can really open up the half court as well.
Now here's Felton. Gallinari outside. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Felton. And it falls over the rim and in. Felton's got 6.
Taking a nice composed jump shot in rhythm, under control, not forcing it in any way.
Richardson against Chandler. Carter outside. Gortat with a screen on Gallinari. And it's Carter missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Gallinari against Carter. For 3, Felton. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Carter. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And those interior baskets, they don't always come easy.
Now, here is Gallinari. 6 points for him. Nice shot by Felton.
Well, you know, Gallinari is looking for the best option out there, even if it's not his own number.
The Magic trail by 5. Over to the wing. And Petrus kicks to Nelson. There's a screen by Gortat. Nelson, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Gallinari. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this team loves what Danilo Gallinari brings to the table. He's a big guy at 6'10", a great shooter who spaces the floor, so he gives you size and that three-point shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Mason, he checked in for Chandler. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. Gallinari hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Nelson. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Kalena Azubuike checks in for Gallinari. And a change for the Magic. Gordon's checked in. And Petrus kicks to Nelson. Gordon with the screen for Nelson. To the paint. And it's Gordon missing. The Knicks leading by 7. Williams dishes to Felton. Pass to Azubuike. To the inside, Turioff, and Turioff slams it in.
Boy, nice job on the pick. Turioff did his job and then found space to roll for the score. Well done.
And here is Gortat. And here's Petrus. Gordon, the pass to Richardson. Gordon with the screen for Nelson. Pass to Gordon. Williams with the steal. And now, here's Mason, the fast break opportunity. Outside, Felton. From downtown, it's hauled in by Richardson. The Magic trail by 9. .121 left in the third. Knicks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Well, Orlando shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Nelson. And he drives in. Williams with the block. Here's Mason, and it's blocked by Gordon. Mason against Richardson. Down low, and stolen by Turioff. Mason kicks to Felton, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Felton.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Knicks making a switch here. Curry's checked in, then for the Magic. Irving comes in for Gordon, and it's Williams in for Nelson. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Williams passes to Petrus. Gortat against Curry. Irving a screen on Mason. Trying to get something going. The shot by Williams, no good. Here is Mason. And he banks in the layup. Mason's got 6.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pass to Azubuike. Inside, Irving with the steal. Azubuike against Richardson. And here's Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Turioff dishes to Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Curry. At the line, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Magic making a change here. Gortat's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And the rejection by Curry. Azubuike against Pietrus. And Azubuike kicks to Turioff. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The Magic trail by 9. Richardson outside. There's a screen by Gortat. Irving with the ball. Working on Turioff. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Richardson against Azubuike. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. To the paint. Shot's good from Mason.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Williams. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Left side, Williams. Pass to Azubuike. Now Mason. Now Curry. Covered by Irving. Shot from 12. And Irving pulls it down. The Magic trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Williams gets the bucket.
Oh, that was a battle down low. Advantage to the offense this time.
Mason kicks to Azubuike. On the wing, Williams. Covered by Pietrus. Azubuike the pass to Turioff. Some nice passing by New York here. To the middle. Gortat with the steal. Richardson against Azubuike. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Richardson. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Williams against Mason. Outside Williams. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Pietrus against Williams. Pietrus dishes to Richardson. Pass to Williams. Irving sets a screen for Williams. Lets it go with a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Outside Irving. Back to Williams. Gortat with a screen on Mason. The kick out to Irving. Azubuike with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. 17 foul. Roger Mason at the line. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Stoudemire's checked in for Curry. Chandler comes in for Ronny Turioff. Landry Fields checking in for Williams. And it's Felton in for Kelenna Azubuike. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gortat. Lewis comes in for Irving. J.J. Redick's checked in for Michael Pietrus. And Nelson is subbed in for Jason Williams. Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Lewis. Over Chandler. They get it back. Richardson finds Nelson. Back to Richardson. Another shot. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Howard against Stoudemire. Back to Felton. Now here is Fields. To the inside. Howard with the steal. Nelson against Felton. Nelson, the pass to Lewis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Howard dishes to Nelson. Puts up a deep 3. Goes back up. Howard can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stoudemire inside. Guarded by Nelson. Stoudemire, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Bobbed up there for Howard. Chandler with the steal. Oh, and here comes Fields all alone. Count it, good.
And it's hard to draw those fouls and complete the play, but he was able to.
Gallinari, he's checked in for New York. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic.
Tim Richardson. That's his first personal. 13 foul. Landry Fields at the line. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Fields. Now Nelson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Howard with the screen on Gallinari. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Chandler outside. Pass to Fields. Shoots from the right block. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist from Fields. That's now 22 points for Stoudemire. Nelson with it. Over Felton. Here's Howard over Stoudemire. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Stoudemire.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
No good on the second free throw. The Knicks leading by 8. Gallinari with it, and it's Carter picking him up. And Gallinari kicks to Fields. And here is Felton. Stoudemire with a screen on Nelson. Down low. It's tipped. Outside, Redick. Shoots over Fields. Redick with the bucket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Fields against Redick. Now here is Fields. Tight defense on him. Rebounded by Jameer Nelson. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Lewis. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lewis has got his first points of the game.
And snappy pass to a productive shooter. The moment Lewis has the ball, he's getting ready to shoot.
The Knicks call time. Tony Turioff, he's checked in for Landry Fields. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. The Knicks leading by 4. Here is Felton. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Lewis. Rebound by the Magic. Lewis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nelson outside. Howard with a screen on Felton. 6 to shoot. Nelson with it. Now Felton defending. And Turioff pulls it down. Turioff's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside, Felton. Inside. Here's Stoudemire. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Howard. Back to Nelson. And here's Carter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. New York leading by 4. Now here's Felton. Stoudemire outside. Back to Felton. 20 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Knicks lead by 6. For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Nelson outside. Carter outside. Back to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Taken away by Felton. .149 left in the game. And Turioff slams it in.
I like the fact he threw that down. Turioff not settling for the layup.
The Magic called timeout. .146 left to play here in the fourth. Nelson, the pass to Redick. Howard kicks to Redick. Now Carter. To the paint. Looks for Lewis. Gets it to him. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Nice job inside that time by Rashard Lewis, recognizing he had the advantage and attacked.
Felton against Nelson. Nice shot by Felton.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Carter with it. Nelson outside. Cans it from downtown.
Coming through in a high-pressure moment. How about the poise he showed?
No one near Felton as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Carter. Bobbed up there for Howard. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And a fast break now for New York. A nice shot by Gallinari. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 7. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
I doubt it. I mean, it's clear what they've got to do. Quick shot, foul, and they need some cooperation with some missed free throws from the opponent.
The Knicks making a switch here. Fields checked in. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Howard. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
14 foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. Raymond Felton at the line. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Here is Nelson. And here's Carter. Lewis sets the pick for Carter. Looking to end his cold spell. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Landry Fields. At the line, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And the Magic with possession. Pass to Lewis from deep three-point land. That shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time